Today I am making Zuppa Toscana. This is an Olive Garden copycat version of it. Here we have the soup. My family really enjoyed it. It came out really delicious. Everybody ate it. So let me give you the ingredients that you'll need. This is 1 pound of mild Italian sausage. You can use spicy if you like. About 6 bacon strips, half a diced onion, 2 to 3 cloves of minced garlic, 4 cups of chicken broth. These are 4 potatoes. They're about medium size. I chopped them up and then I placed them in some water because it helps them from turning brown. Red pepper flakes, these are optional. I like mine a little spicy. I use pink salt, and here I am also using pepper. This is about 4 cups of kale, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and some Parmesan cheese for garnish at the end. I'm putting a little bit of this olive oil inside a pan, probably about a teaspoon. Go ahead and add in your sausage here. We're going to fry this up until it's pretty much cooked all the way through. So here it is. I don't know, I would say it took about 8 minutes or so to cook all the way through. I took that out and then I added the bacon. Here I've already added the bacon, cooked in the same pan. We're going to cook that down until it's nice and crispy. And you want to get it pretty crisp because it's going to be sitting in some soup. So we're going to take this out. I use a slotted spoon to pull it out. And I'm going to set it on a paper towel and a paper plate. So here I am taking it out. Nice and crispy. Okay, so to that same pan, we're going to add the diced onion and the garlic. I need to get better lighting, but you get the point. You can see what's going on here. So cook that about 5 minutes. Let it sweat out. It'll get nice and golden a little bit. So once it's to your liking, about 4 to 5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and add in our chicken broth. Then I also added in about 3 to 4 cups of water. And we're going to let all this come to a boil. I'll be right back, guys. Apparently I decided I needed to go somewhere. There I am. Oh yeah, okay. I went to go drain the potatoes. That's what I was doing. Okay, so we're going to add in those potatoes. Make sure you drain out all the water, just like I was doing. And then we're going to bring this to a boil. Here I'm adding some of that crushed red peppers flakes. I probably put like a 1/4 teaspoon in there, not very much at all. I'm adding some pepper here. Also about a 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon. You guys, if you like more pepper, then add more pepper. You like less pepper. Here I am adding some Himalayan salt. I use the pink Himalayan salt. Again, whatever you prefer. I always like to taste it and see, if it needs more or less. That's just how I've always cooked. If it's a new recipe, sometimes I'll measure it out. But for the most part, I just kind of go with the flow. Okay, here I forgot to add the sausage, so we're going to add the sausage. Again, it's all going into one pot, so it really doesn't matter. But I'm adding the sausage in now, and at this point, now that we have the potatoes and the sausage in there, we're probably going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes. If you cut your potatoes bigger, then you want to maybe go 5 minutes more. So it's been about 10 minutes here. And you can see that it looks a little tender. So just to make sure that it's exactly where we want it to be, we're going to taste it for salt. And it was pretty good, so I didn't add any more at this point. Okay, so checking the potatoes now. It's been about 10 minutes at this point. And those are pretty tender. So I would say we're ready to go ahead and add the next ingredient, which is going to be the heavy cream. So here it goes in. That makes it so creamy and so delicious. That's probably my favorite part. You can't skip out on the heavy cream. I mean, maybe you can use other substitutes, but you definitely need something creamy in there. Now we're going to add the kale. That was about 4 to 5 cups. Go ahead and also grab your bacon. We're going to add that back in. Look how yummy that looks. Already looking delicious at this point. So we're going to stir this in there. Make sure everything's nice and incorporated. Cook down. Basically just let it come to a simmer, and once it comes to a simmer and the leaves are wilted, then we're good to start serving up. This is ready to go. Here we are serving. So happy at this point. We're about to eat. Here's our food, our soup. Now I do like to make it look nice, so I try to add a little bit of garnish. And I'm going to do that by adding some of the reserved bacon that we cooked earlier. And we're just going to set that right on top because it makes it look nice, and you can tell that there's bacon inside. So if you're serving that to someone, they're immediately going to know, hey, that's got bacon in it. A little bit of Parmesan cheese. And a little bit of black pepper just at the top. And we have a nice bowl of Zuppa Toscana that you made in your own home.